I think everyone has a brand and your brand is your story. And it's so true. And especially like right now in 2026, people want to know, like, and trust you, especially with AI coming on board. It's like what's real and what's fake. And so I tell my students that you need to be talking about self-storage and what you are doing as a storage owner and investor every single day, because you don't know who has money and then who's going to give you that money when it comes time to investing. And so creating a brand is so important because you can put yourself out there on social media. It's completely free and you get to tell your story, and people connect with people who have stories and that they're doing exciting things. And so this is an opportunity that you can bring to someone saying, hey, I found a self-storage deal. It's $1 million. I need to raise 300,000. You would be surprised when you're already adding value to the world versus consuming, when people are going to come raise their hands and say, hey, I love what you're doing with no toilets, no tenants, no employees, and I want to buy storage too. Can I give you my $100,000? Can I give you my $70,000? Like my lash lady literally was like, hey, I have $70,000. I want to invest with you on our next deal. All because I see her every 3 weeks and I tell her I buy and operate self-storage. So telling your story is a brand, and it's only going to get bigger and better as we go on. And the people who are authentic and connections, those are the people that are going to find deals and bring opportunities to others to take those down and buy them and create a portfolio. I think finding self-storage facilities like throughout the US, there will never be a time in your life that you're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And so if you are young and you're capable and you can put the work in now, it's like if you want an easy life now, do the hard things later. But if you want an easy life later, you got to put the work in now. And so I would rather do that and then have this awesome life that I get to max out all the time from 24/7 and go out there and crush it, because why not? Everyone who stays small, it's fascinating and it's actually easier to stay small versus to go bigger. And so I, say go bigger right now to go live that best life. I think your prime is whenever, honestly, because when you discover what you really love, like I've already had 9 lives. I've already done beach lifeguard, pool cashier, worked at Massage Envy, went to HR resources in Perth, Australia, to, oh my gosh, working for the state and doing fish and wildlife, environmental studies, to all these things like lead you to that next step. And so when you have your 9 lives, all those skill sets along the way, they add up and they help you become the best person to do what you want to do right now. And so when people say like, I'm living in my prime, like this is my prime, I'm like, your prime's going to be when you're 50 years old or when you're 62 years old. I want to be in my prime, like maxing out life, doing things because it interests me, and it's going to help not only the community, it's also going to help what fills me up. Because it's funny, there's a lot of studies out there that show no matter how much wealth you have, you can be on an island doing nothing, literally not having to do anything and working, and you can be completely miserable. And so what that is like people, you need a purpose and you need a big why, and you want to go out there and do it. And it's about the journey. It's not always about that destination. And so it's a destination happiness that I think people are into right now. And it's actually, as I talk and teach my storage school students, I say it's the journey of acquiring these different skill sets and jumping through these hurdles that will make you a better storage owner. And so that's the whole goal, is to become a storage owner. And then every year, you're not at that destination. You're only going to perfect it again and again because markets changes. You're doing dynamic pricing. New things are coming on the block like AI. You're constantly revolving and revolving into what you want to become. And so when people say you're prime, I'm like, nope, you can buy a storage facility whenever you want, at whatever age. You just need to have those skill sets and that why to go after it.